Guys, it's December 8th, and I just realized now that I didn't close off the vlog yesterday. I got so into crafting and watching the Eras tour, and once the tour was over, I was struggling to cut out this font. I found the Eras Tour font, and I was trying to make the Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour logo along with Toronto to put on a tree ornament, and that font is annoying. It has some really thin lines, and it was giving me a really hard time. I couldn't get it to cut those really, really thin lines. I was losing them, and I just was getting frustrated and trying to look up solutions, and before I knew it, it was like super late because the concert ended at like 2:15 a.m. and so I had to get to bed because I was tired, and I just wasn't even thinking about ending the vlog. I just wanted to get to bed. So so today, because I was up so late, I slept in till like 1 o'clock, and then I basically had to get up, eat, get dressed, and we were leaving at 3 p.m. to go to my mother-in-law's for a Christmas party. So we just got back from the Christmas party. Haven't even had a chance to check on Elfie today at all. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna have to remember, when I close off today's vlog, we're gonna have to adjust the countdown by 2 days because I didn't even touch the countdown yesterday either. So I have to try to keep that in mind so we keep back on track. But anyways, guys, let's go and look for Elfie, and then we'll figure out everything else. So don't mind the mess here. I still have my Cricut out because I'm still trying to figure out what to do about cutting out that font. But I did get the pieces cut out to finish the projects for my friends for Christmas. They are covered, so we can't see anything. I have to iron those on tonight before the show starts. So let's get into things. And then also I have a little Temu order that I wanted to show you guys. So let's get going. Let's have a look around. Don't see anything here in the kitchen. Don't see anything on here. Let's check in the bedroom, actually, because I mean, I would have probably seen her in the bedroom this morning, but don't mind, we didn't make the bed. Don't mind that mess. I don't see anything in here, so let's carry on, shall we? So yes, let's keep looking. Let's have a look in the bathroom. Let's see. I mean, again, I think I would have seen her when I came in here to get ready. I have laundry I have to hang up. It was drying there. It's dry now. I got to put that away. So much stuff to do. Okay, let's see. There's Molly. Hi, Molly. We should turn on the Christmas tree too. Put on the Christmas lights. We got to open the advent calendar here. I just don't see Elfie anywhere around here. So let's go have a look in the living room, shall we? Let's go see. So, oh goodness, what do we have here? Oh, Elfie must know that we're getting ready to watch the last day of the Eras Tour. She is in her Santa's Elves, the Eras Tour poster, ready to go. Comet is here, and she brought this letter, which Snoop Dogg is hanging out on there, having a grand old time, it looks like. It says, even elves are Swifties. It says, your elf is on tour in a Swift-style groove, spreading holiday magic while she is on the move. She goes back to December all through the year, and when it finally comes, it brings festive cheer. Your elf is fearless. She is from the enchanted North Pole, coming to your home to ensure you get toys and not coal. She has a style that is festive and cool, wearing her red, green, and completely bejeweled. Each day, in a blank space, she'll leave a clue, a delicate note just for you. With daylight breaking, she's here to stay, and sparks fly along her way. You might think I knew you were trouble when you see her tricks, but you should know all too well that it's just for kicks. And are you ready for it? Your elf is a mastermind. It's the best day, and you never know what you might find. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, before I get changed into my jammies, actually, I think I'm going to put my Eras Tour shirt on. I want to try and get the iron-ons done before the show starts, because this is the final night of the Eras Tour, and I just want to take it all in. Last night I was sort of just listening to it in the background while I worked, but tonight I don't want to be doing anything. I just want to give my full attention to the Eras Tour, watch every moment, take it all in, because this is the last time I'm going to see a live stream of the Eras Tour, and it's making me very emotional. But anyway, let's open door number 8 and see what we got. Whoops. Oh my gosh. It's going to be another late night because, once again, the show won't end until about 2:15 if it starts on time and all that. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm thinking it might be a My Little Pony. I'm not 100% sure, but let's have a look and see. Let's see. Is there a stand in there? No. Let's see. I think this is a My Little Pony. Yes. It is a My Little Pony. I don't know how I feel. I know it's supposed to be a Funko Pop My Little Pony. I don't care for the face on this. The camera's not focusing. Come on, camera. Focus. There we go. I don't like the face on this My Little Pony horse. It just looks weird to me. What do you guys think? It's got a little blue bow on the tail. I think it's got clovers on its butt. So for all of the ones out there who really know your My Little Pony characters really well, can you let me know what name is this pony? Because it's got clovers. And it's not 4-leaf clovers, it's 3-leaf clovers. So I was going to say Lucky, but usually Lucky would be associated with a 4-leaf clover, not a 3-leaf. So I am not too sure about that one and what thing it is. But we're going to put her there, and that is day number 8 of Advent. Okay guys, I am going to turn on the Christmas lights. I'm going to get my PJs on, and I am going to get these iron-ons on because I have about an hour and a half before Taylor comes on stage. So let's get going. Guys, I'm so excited. I replaced the batteries in this light up bracelet that a fellow Swiftie gifted me. She gave this to me for free from her concert that she went to in Toronto. It's one of the official light up bracelets from the show. Now, of course, it's not going to go to the, it's not programmed right now to go to the music, obviously, because I'm not at the concert, but it is lighting up and changing different colors, which is so fun. I'm so excited. I can really participate in the final show. This is so cool. Reputation. Yep. I am a Reputation girly through and through. He was a killer, first time that I saw him. Wonder how many girls he had loved and left haunted. But if he's a ghost, then I can be a phantom, holding him for ransom. So, you must like me for me. We can't make any promises now, can we, babe? But you can make me a drink. 1, 2, 3, let's go, bitch. Every time you're loving me. Take us to church, Taylor. Oh Lord, save me, my drug is my baby. I'll be using for the rest of my life. Whoa. Be using for the rest of my life. Last time for this amazing, iconic transition. Don't blame me for what you made me do. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for what you made me do. Bum, 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 bum. Best transition ever. Ever. My soul leaves my body every time I hear this transition. I don't like your little games. Don't. Oh, it's lagging. It's lagging so bad tonight. Your Midas touch on the Chevy door, November flushed and the flannel cure. This dorm was once a madhouse, made a joke, well it's made for me. How evergreen, our group of friends, don't think we'll say that word again. And soon they'll have the nerve to deck the halls that we once walked through. One for the money, two for the show. I never was ready, so I watched you go. Sometimes you just don't know the answer. Someone's on their knees and asks you, she would have made such a lovely bride. What a shame she's fucked in the head. They said, you'll find the real thing instead. She'll patch up your tapestry that I shredded. So many people have balloons tonight. So many balloons in the audience. I don't know why, but that makes me so happy to see. Because we couldn't do that in Toronto. They banned, like, they wouldn't let people bring balloons in. I'm glad to see that they didn't ban it in Vancouver, because it's so fun. It's such a fun moment in the show. See, look how many balloons. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so nice. Oh, I love it. It looks so cool. Oh, look at all those. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. It's so cool. Will you marry me? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We wrapped up our stream with a proposal.
Okay, guys. So the concert ended at 2:15 a.m. What a show. It was very clear that she's filming a Eras Tour movie 2.0 because she wore the same outfits all 3 nights. So there's that to look forward to. Lots of emotions, lots of crying. Sorry guys, the phone on my digital camera died, so I'm on my, the battery died on my digital camera, so I'm on my phone now. As I was saying, the surprise songs were incredible tonight. The mashup on piano of, I'm still recovering from it. She did Long Live with New Year's Day with the manuscript. I was full on ugly crying, not gonna lie. I was ugly crying because the Long Live New Year's Day mashup was something that she did during Rep Tour. And while she threw in the manuscript with them this time, the parts that she did of Long Live and New Year's Day was very much like Rep Tour, which was her last tour. And it just brought me back to when I was at Rep Tour, because I cried during that mashup during Rep Tour as well. Like, it's such a, I mean, Long Live is a song it's a love letter to her fans. And so mashing that up with New Year's Day and the manuscript, the whole freaking thing was a love letter to the fans. And oof, ooh, I cried. It was bad. And then I sort of blacked out during a good portion of the Midnights era set list because I was still recovering from the piano. Like, oh, just thinking about it makes me want to cry. And then just the way she ended the show with like a group hug with her dancers, it was just, and this time she didn't go down under the stage at the end of the show. She walked off the stage with her dancers, all like, their arms around each other, hugging, and just, it was just in the feels. And for the first time, I hate to say it, but for the first time, I actually watched the opening act of the live stream. I think I've only watched the opening act one other time, which was when Paramore opened one of the shows. I was curious what some of their other songs were that I'm not familiar with. But that's the only two times I've ever watched the opening act. Most of the opening acts this tour, I'm not super familiar with their music or interested in their music. But I will say I was pleasantly impressed with Gracie Abrams. And she came out with a paper. She hand wrote on a paper a speech thanking Taylor and basically singing Taylor's praises. And I started getting emotional right then and there, and Taylor hadn't even hit the stage yet, guys. So it was everything and more. And it is now 10 to 4 in the morning, and I don't even feel tired because I'm just on a high from singing and dancing. I feel like I've actually been to the concert. Like every time I go to see a concert, I can't go to sleep right after because the adrenaline is going, like I'm on an adrenaline high. And that's what's happening tonight. I'm just like buzzed. But anyways, it was fantastic. I managed to get almost all 3 of my friends' things done. I have one extra little piece to iron on to this one bag that I just didn't get to do because the first bag took a long time for me to get the iron on to stick. And it wasn't so much that it was having trouble sticking. It was me being stupid and trying to do a hot peel when this particular vinyl needed a cool peel. So after trying the hot peel like 3 times and it lifting up and almost ruining my entire design, and I was losing my cool a bit, a few choice words were said. After that, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try a cool peel on this particular vinyl because I couldn't remember. Like, this isn't a Cricut vinyl. This is it's like an off-brand vinyl. And I couldn't remember what the instructions were that came with it. So I decided to leave it to cool and peel it off, and it worked. So I was just ironing on the last one, which is a Cricut vinyl. And I managed to get that done, but I still have a little piece to add to it. I have some hearts to put on that are the other vinyl. So I'll know now to do a cool peel for that. The Cricut vinyl is a warm peel. But anyways, I abandoned it because, like I said, I didn't want to miss a minute of the show tonight. So it started doing the countdown just as I was peeling off the transfer tape for this part, the first part of the iron-on. So anyways, so I will probably do that in the morning now because I think even though I'm like not feeling tired, I need to get to bed. I'm going to have to try it. I don't know, maybe I'll have to take a sleeping pill or something because I'm... Ugh. But anyways, let's just do this countdown here. So as I said, I missed last night. So if I had it done last night, that would be 17, 16. So we're at 16 days till Christmas. If I'm correct, I might have to double check that, but I think that sounds about right. How is there only 16 days left till Christmas, guys? What the frig? What? I feel like December just started. What the hell? Ugh. Anyways, guys, I'm a hot mess. I'm just looking at this picture of Taylor and I, and I'm just feeling very, first off, very emotional that I didn't get to see the Eras Tour live in person, but the consolation in it, I'm trying to focus on the positives, is that I basically, through the beauty of the internet and all the wonderful, generous Swifties out there that took the time to live stream the concert that they were attending for the rest of us, like, that's amazing. Like, if no one did that and we didn't have the internet, I would have never seen the show at all. I would have only seen it in the movie theater. But because of these wonderful Swifties out there that chose to live stream the shows for us, I feel like I could say I basically attended almost every show on the tour. Just not in person, but like, sure, there was quite a few live streams that I only tuned in for the surprise song section because I didn't want to lose the magic of the show by watching literally every full live stream, because I thought, like, I don't want to get tired of the show. So for a good portion, I only tuned in for the surprise songs. But as it got towards the end of tour, when I knew the end of tour was coming, that's when I started basically tuning into the entire show every time. But I'm just saying, like, even earlier, there was quite a few live streams I tuned in that I watched the entire show. So I feel like I got to go to a lot of shows on this tour. And I'm lucky that they had Tailgate here in Toronto, where I was able to experience the live stream on a big screen with other Swifties around me, where we could trade bracelets like you would at the concert. We sang, we danced, we did all the actions, we did the Willow Balloon. Like, that's stuff that I couldn't do at home. Or I could, but it's not the same as when you're with other people doing the same thing. So I feel like that helped too, being able to have that at Tailgate. And then, of course, the silver lining is I got to meet Taylor. I consider it this era. Like, technically, I met her during the Midnights era, because Midnights had been announced and Midnights was about to come out the following month after meeting her. So we hadn't even heard Midnights yet. And so technically now we're in Tortured Poets era, because she released a whole new album since then. But I kind of feel like the Eras Tour is like an era in itself. So in my mind, oh, where's this fruit fly coming from? It's winter. In my mind, I feel like Midnights, Eras Tour, Tortured Poets is sort of all one encompassing era. And so essentially I met Taylor Swift this era. yeah, I didn't get to attend the concert, but I did in a roundabout way, and I freaking met Taylor. Like, it still doesn't seem real sometimes that I met her, and yet there's certain times where it hits me that, like, yeah, Crystal, you freaking met Taylor Swift. I met her. And so tonight, when she was singing Enchanted, and she was singing, "It was enchanting to meet, I was enchanted to meet you," I was remembering this moment, and I was getting so emotional. like, like I cannot believe this is a real picture. Like, what the hell? I met Taylor Swift this era. So, what, like, what can I say? Can I truly be disappointed? Like, I think the main thing is that I wanted to hear, especially Tortured Poets live. I wanted to hear Reputation Setlist live just because there's something about when you see it live in person, the music is so loud that it literally vibrates through your body. You feel the music in your entire body, and that's what I wanted to experience, as well as like the energy of the crowd and how magical it is to see all the bracelets light up in sync with the music and see all of the special effects and visuals on the stage and behind the stage. Those are I think the main things that I wanted to experience live. But otherwise, you know, I feel like I was able to get a very similar vibe from the live streams at Tailgate. So all I can hope is that they bring forth some rules, because I've heard other artists are able to do it. Other artists have been able to put restrictions on the tickets to say you cannot sell them for more than face value. I hope to God Taylor does that for the next tour so that I can actually get a freaking ticket and attend. And I also hope that the hype of her dies down for the next tour to make it easier to get tickets, because I feel like, and I think a lot of Swifties feel this way, the Eras Tour became an in thing to do. Even like a lot of people that aren't like hardcore Swifties, they just like, there was a lot of influencers that just went to the tour to say that they went to the tour because it was such a big hyped up thing. There was people that literally went as a status symbol, and they weren't really like true hardcore Swifties. And I think that's what we're hoping is like gonna die down for the next tour, that we can get back to the hardcore Swiftie fan base, so that the true fans that have been here since the very beginning get the tickets. You know, like this time, like the demand was greater than what was available. And that's never been the case really for her tours before. So that's another issue. But again, the other problem was that there was a lot of empty seats because there were so many tickets bought by scalpers that jacked up the prices and people couldn't afford them. And that's the biggest problem that they need to nip in the butt for the next tour. But anyways, that's it, guys. That's it for today's vlog. I'm going to go try to sleep now and not just cry like a baby. Good night, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.